Yo, what is up guys? Boris here coming to you guys with part 2. In the previous video we talked about the new 6+ Rayleigh that's coming out and how he might make Year 4 the best leader in the game. Now we're going to talk about a brand new Sugofest which is leaked. We don't know when it is from what I understand, maybe we do, but I haven't really seen a date for it. Anyone put a date for it yet? And it's going to be a really awesome Sugofest because it involves all of the enemies that Luffy fought in the beginning of the Grand Line. And we're getting finally a legend Enel, something that we've been waiting for a long time. I know me and my friends, we've been talking about this actually recently. A few days ago we were talking about why is there no legend Enel, why is there no legend Kuma and Moriah, and so it's awesome to see this batch coming out. We have Enel as the legend, and we have Kuma, Lucci, Crocodile, and Moriah as the sub-units, the rare recruit units. This is going to be a pretty crazy set of characters. I'm going to talk about them in a second. Again, always go to check out OPTC Academy Twitter if you want to see the artwork, and they actually have videos of them in play. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm going to save Enel for last because I have a lot to say about him, but let's go ahead and start with at the bottom. We got Strength Moriah. Oh, by the way, here's the types. Moriah is a driven fighter, and he looks like he's going to boost Strength, Dex, and Int characters by 2.5, so really awesome. Three color captain that also boosts 3 colors, so he randomizes non-matching orbs on Strength, Dex, and Int characters, and then for 2 turns he's a 1.75 booster for Strength, Dex, and Int type characters. Now he's pretty interesting. I don't know what how many teams he can go on. Potentially he'd be nice on like a Sanji team, but you could use him on like a Sanji team, Legend Sanji team. You could use him maybe double Blackbeard and use him as a booster, maybe Int Fujitora, who knows. It's gonna be an interesting unit to play around with. I think he's a really good character for starting off. If you just started off recently, he's gonna be an awesome captain to have, and he reduces the cooldown by 1 for each time someone else uses a special, so you're gonna have Moriah special up pretty quickly. Next up is Int Crocodile, a strike type characters get 2.5, and then at the end heals 1.5 his character's recovery, so nothing too special there. Deals 20 times this character's attack and Int damage to all enemies, reduce cooldown of strikers by 1 turn, and then boost the slots and attack by 1.5. So he's sort of like the Usopp, the New World Usopp. New World Usopp boosts the orbs and the type of suitors for 1.75, but they have to be having a delay protection. This guy doesn't, no matter what. So he's a 2-in-1 special, always really nice if you're low on space. However, double 1.5 boost really is not that much. And then on top of that, he reversed 2 turns cooldown, roll back on himself. So I can see Crocodile being used to take out mini bosses on striker teams, and then maybe for the boss go all out with the rest of your characters. A cool unit. I might consider trying to get him. Next up is Dex Lucci. Really awesome character, boosts fighter types character by 2.5 and then HP by 1.25. His special cuts HP by 10%. You take 50% damage that turn, and he boosts orbs by 1.75. Okay, interesting. The way I had read it earlier was that he was a higher chance of getting matching orbs. So actually I'm not too sure about that one. That one might be a mistranslation, but who knows, we'll have to wait and see. If it is just boost 1 turn orbs by 1.75 for everyone, he seems pretty good. But at the same time, I swear somewhere else I read it was, we'll have to wait and see. On top of that, his Sailor effect's kind of cool. He adds 2 times his attack to his damage whenever he hits a good or above, so he's sort of like a a Sabo effect. He puts it on himself and he's in your Sailor spot, or in your crew, and just a little bit extra damage, not too bad, not too bad. Kuma is insane. I think Kuma is the best one of the rare recruits. Reduce Bind and Despair by 7 turns, which again, we were talking about a Rayleigh. He's the first unit to be able to do that, and then here comes Kuma at the same time, does the same thing, although it's not paralysis, it does not get rid of paralysis. Also, on top of that, he restores 20 times your HP, or 20%, not 20 times, 20% of your max HP, and then also has a Shiryu effect. Now, we don't know if it's going to be the same rate as Shiryu, it might be, it might not, but this Kuma seems like, that special, it's probably going to have a high cooldown because it does so many things. It has to have a high cooldown, in my opinion. And then when having a Psy Orb, you get to keep it if you hit a perfect, so nice. And finally, guys, here we go. Time to talk about quick Enel. Let me see. He is a striker shooter, so really interesting. Reduce HP by 20%, so that's his captain ability right off the bat. You're going to be starting off with 20% less HP. Double Enel means you have a lot less HP. There's a reason why. Increase the appearance rate of recovery orbs, so he's going to be a recovery based captain. Recovery orbs are treated as beneficial, so recovery orbs count as matching, and then depending on the amount that was healed in the previous turn, you boost the attack between 2 times and 3.2. So if you didn't heal anything in the previous turn, he's going to do 2 times the next turn. I don't know how much he needs to heal to hit the 3.25, but I assume if you get you know, 2, maybe if you get 2 to 3 meat orbs, then maybe you'll hit the 3. Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe 3 orbs you get 3.25, or maybe if you get all 6, or maybe you have to hit all 6 food orbs. I guess that would make sense, right, to hit the max. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But he is potentially a 3.25 captain. That's really interesting. I think that's really good. His special is the following. You deal 10 times the amount of HP you've overhealed, so healed above your HP, over the maximum HP of the crew until the special is triggered, in typeless damage to all enemies. And the maximum you can do is 2 million. So essentially what this means is if you're at full health and you take a food orb, you can't heal anymore, so that overheal gets stored into a number, and eventually when you use the special, you're going to deal 10 times the amount you've overhealed throughout the dungeon, going up to 2 million. And this is really cool. It's one of the newest, you know, I mean, I've never seen anything like this in the game. But keep in mind, you're gonna need like 50 to 60 food orbs over the course of the dungeon to deal the 2 million. So you're not gonna be dealing 2 million you know, every time. It's gonna be tough. You're gonna need to do a lot of stalling, a lot of food orbs. There are some tricks though. There are some tricks you can do. So on average, a good team will have around 1.5 to 2k healing. I think with a quick Enel team, you're going to be running a lot of high recovery units. You're probably going to hit that 3k, maybe 4k. You can add in level 5 recovery sockets, which I know those sockets are not very good, but hey, on an Enel team, you might want to start thinking about that. Mix it into the, you're talking maybe 5k, 4 to 5k range at max. And then you have units like Bonnie. So people are saying that the new Bonnie, not the new Bonnie, the old Bonnie, original Bonnie is finally useful for something, because Bonnie will actually make food orbs boost the amount of recovery. You increase the recovery for your team over the next 3 turns, and I think she gives food orbs as well. So she technically gives matching orbs. Coliseum Kobe is another one that gives food orbs, but I have a few concerns. Primarily is that if you are taking recovery orbs and you're healing with them, then you're not hitting perfects. So that means you're doing less damage overall. And the high recovery units tend to not have that much attack, so you're not going to be dealing a lot of damage with this team until the final turn, where you can deal 4 million if you have 2 Enels. If you're running a friend captain, then you can deal 2 million with yours and 2 million with your friend captain, so that's 4 million. You can burst down a 4 million boss just with the 2 specials alone. Seems pretty OP, but again, you are looking, depending on how your team is built, you're looking at normally you're gonna have to get around 50 to 60 food orbs. Assuming you have, like, let's say recovery of 3k per, then 10 would be 30k, and this is assuming you overheal as well. You remember, so if you take damage, you have to heal back to full before you start overhealing. And then, so 10 would be around 30k, then 10 times that would be 300,000. So if you get 10 meat orbs at 3,000 a piece, you're dealing over 300,000. So you can see we're gonna need somewhere around 50 range. But with that said, guys, I wonder how it's gonna interact with specials. Like what if you use Marco at full health, you know, or stuff like that? Does that count as healing? Who knows? But we'll have to wait and see. Let me know what your thoughts are in the new legends below. The new legend and then the rest of the rare recruits. You know, I know a lot of you guys are still recovering from Anniversary Sugo, so I know you guys have a lot of gems. But let me know if you're gonna pull this one. I don't know when it is. We'll have to wait and see. If anyone has a concrete date on when the Sugo is gonna go down, let me know down below. Thanks again for watching. Talk to you guys next time. Until then, peace.